Love it, love it. Yeah, love it.
Facebook Live, we have arrived. Back at you one more time. This is Watchman Yahudah Israel, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on
14.
On the scripture study on the 14th of October, 2018. Foster, how you doing, young lady? Bless you. Ready to get it in one more time, y'all. Uh-oh, it's freezing. Richly bent. What's up, family member? We're going to dive in this word. Y'all, let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke 4. Let's go to Luke 4 today, y'all. Terry Jones. Shalom. Nicole, there you go. You so faithful, man. I'm serious.
Luke 4?
Just faithful. Bless you. You continue to pray for me, too. Shalom, Nicole. Keep it up. We're going to get in this word. We're gonna mess around and live right around this joker if we keep it up.
Hallelujah. What's up?
Big Sean, you supposed to be here, man. Here. I'm sorry, y'all. I was frozen, but I'm back. Michelle, what's up? Who was that? Vanessa. Good seeing you, Vanessa. Good hanging out. Y'all hang out. You need it today, Michelle? Well, we got it for you. Love you, young lady. You need to talk. Call me. Of course.
All those people on there? Mm-hmm.
Okay, hopefully it don't freeze on us no more so we can get in this word, y'all.
Luke 4 and 1.
Luke 4 and 1. Let's talk about it. Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas 4 and 1. And it reads, look what it say, y'all. It says, and Yahushua being filled of the Ruach HaKodesh, King James Version calls it the Holy Ghost, right? Being full of with the Ruach HaKodesh, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. In those days he did eat nothing, and when they were ended, he afterward hungered. Now again, like, dealing with the Most High, you cannot live this life talking. Now, putting things in their proper perspective, I mean real talk, right? No chase on it. Put it in its proper perspective, right? If you look at how, look at the difference of truth and the lie and how far they are from each other. But it can sound the same, but it's completely, totally different. I mean, totally, right? It's like, if you're convinced that Jesus died on the cross, did everything, you're saved no matter what, then the concept what this is teaching is completely foreign to you. It really doesn't compute. You can hear it, but it just doesn't make any sense. You'll disregard this on what it's really trying to say to you. You'll disregard it based on the lie that's in your head. You've been bit by the snake. So to hear this doesn't convey the real lesson. The message is lost because you're religious. Because it said that the Messiah is filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of the Most High. And he was led of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Right? To be tested of the devil. Now, if you got the proper theology, you understand he's being tested to see if he's going to sin or not. If he's going to obey the Most High or not. That is the test. There is no test like that if you're a sinner saved by grace. Because you get to go in the wilderness and just sin. Yeah, you ain't got to do what the Most High say. Jesus did it all, right? You ain't. Where's the? see, you can't talk your way into heaven. And if you look at the contrast, we went to the Most High, entered into a covenant agreement to say we belong to Him. We don't belong to the devil no more. We're different. We're called out of the relationship with the devil. We're called out of the relationship with this world on the level that we had it. We have repented, turned from sin, and now you're going to be tested to see, did you mean that? So everything now becomes a test. Everything is a test. Everything's a test. I mean, when I say everything, meaning... Oh, I can get deep on it, but come on, y'all.
Yeah.
We're not, it's not, being on earth is like a purifying process. It's a dividing process, dividing Yah's children from the devil's children. Qualifying the quality of who and what you really are. If you're evil, or if you're a germ or not. You got people that ain't cool. And what's going to prove it is circumstances. You're not going to be able to pretend in this race. You can fool other people. But the quality of who and what you really are is being disclosed to the Most High. Period. You're not hiding from Him. The quality of your person is being proven. And that's not the enemy that's testing you, it's Yah. It was the Most High that sent him into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, to be tested, to see where you stand. Remember the other day I just talked about how there was one that owned a vineyard, right? And he went in there to eat from the fig tree. And he went to the dresser of the vineyard and said, man, I've been coming for 3 years to this doggone tree, and it ain't producing nothing. The tripped out part about that, he put a time limit on it. He said, I've been here 3 years. He said, cut it down. Why does it cumbereth the ground? Why is it here? It's useless. Get it up out of here. That's real scripture. Now, folks ain't teaching stuff like that. They teaching, oh, you save, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Go on with that. Tell me the truth. Because I know me. Don't nobody know me like me. And I know things are a test. And I know I got to deal with me and pass it. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. I know this. Religious folks hate this type of teaching. And it just blows off their little Christian journey. Christian journey full of crap, full of a bunch of gospel music, a big concert, a bunch of sinners saved by grace, doing whatever the heck they want to do, and avoiding the responsibility of living this life. There is a responsibility of living this life. And it's going to be proven if you down with it or not. You ain't going to be able to front this. You're not going to be able to play with this. We're even without excuse, because greater is He that's in us than he that's in the world. Look at this. Did you know having His Spirit living inside of you is what gives you the edge to live this life?
That's right.
But it enables you to do what you claim you wanted to do. So we really without excuse. He set it up to the point that our heart actually is the determining factor of whether we go to heaven or hell. It's really up to your heart, right? Because the heart, like people say, y'all know my heart. Well, your heart is going to be revealed by what you do. Why? Because He gave you the power to do what He said do by baptizing Himself inside of you.
That's right.
So now you don't get to talk. And it's believable. See, you can talk and it's believable when you don't have the power to do it. I'd buy you a house if I had the money. Oh, you know, baby, you can live with me as soon as I get a place. Joker, you got a place now. Well, I will. You can't live with me. I don't know. Maybe you can spend the night, but you're going to have to. Because you're a liar. And the Most High say, okay, those that belong to me, I'm going to give them the power. You come to me, I'm going to baptize myself inside of you, giving you the ability to do what you said you wanted to do. See, there ain't going to be no draw nigh on him with your mouth, honor him with your mouth, but your heart is far from him. No, I'm going to baptize myself inside of you and give you the power. You came to me, said you believe in me, you confessed your sins, you admitted you was wrong, and I forgave you. Then I baptize myself inside of you and say, okay, moving forward, I'm going to give you the power to become a new creation, a new creature. So that how you used to live, old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. Now you can change. You can change from what you used to be into what you should be, because I'm going to be in you, giving you the power. Hallelujah. So now I can qualify your heart. Now you can really stop cussing because I'm in you. You might not feel like cussing, but I'm going to give you the power to stop if you want to. If you still cussing, it's because you ain't no good. If you still laying on mattresses, because that's what you chose. Because greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. Oh, we talking today, y'all. It's the truth anyhow. Oh, I didn't kick the thing, but it's going down. It's the truth anyhow. This thing might want to freeze while they got a chance. So he was tempted. He was sent into the wilderness to be tested by Yah. Yah allowed him. It was the Spirit. He was filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. He was filled with the Spirit of the Most High to go into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, tested. So now situations come in your life. Folks got excuses, and they sound good to people. But y'all listening. What'd you say? You said what again? Oh, soon as and when I get the chance, watch. You're a liar. Not everybody, but most. You lying. Yep, you lying. If you still doing it, you're without excuse. Because he nailed all excuses to the tree. He nailed all the excuses to the tree because he forgave you for your past sins, and then he gave you power. That's why Acts say, you shall receive power. Acts, the first chapter, you shall receive power after the Ruach HaKodesh has come upon you. You shall receive the ability to become who you should be if that's what you really want to do. Now we're without excuse. You say you want to change? You said that? You want to purify yourself? He didn't have this whole purifies himself. Right? You want to purify yourself? Okay, I'm going to baptize myself inside of you. Now you can. Yeah, you carnal mind can't. That's what grace really is. You couldn't change into his image without him. So he baptized himself inside of you, give you the power to be able to do it. If that's what you really want to do. Now, if making love feel too good, then you don't want to. I want to squirm. You hear me? Can I talk like that? No. I just did. If people can do it, I can't say it.
You wasn't. You did it. You just did it. Yeah.
People do it. I can't say it. People do it and go to church.
Yeah, go to church.
Yeah. Squirmers go to church.
Yeah.
Wormer, squirmer. Y'all remember that dance? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember. He was tempted. Look, let's read. Let me get these glasses. Y'all couldn't fix my eyes, but he said, grab them glasses, son. Right there, right in front. Okay. All right, look. The second verse. And being 40 days, first. And Yahushua being filled with the Ruach HaKodesh returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, right? Being 40 days tempted of the devil. Being 40 days tempted, he's being harassed. 40 days. How many of y'all been harassed by the devil 40 days? In those days he did nothing. In those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterwards was a hunger. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the son of Yah, command these stones to be made bread. And he answered, and Yahushua answered him, saying, "It is written that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah." Look, folks get caught up into their appetites, right? Into just naturally feeding themselves. They're just natural people. I don't even care if your agenda is like eating healthy. A carnal person lives, they Elohim is their belly, the word talks about. Real talk. The Elohim is their belly. They're led by, they just want to go eat, drink and have a good time. They want to be successful to wine and dine, banqueting, partying. And that's really, that they want to be successful so they can do that. And that's what their life consists of. And the enemy came at the Messiah like that. Gone, and you feel me? You could turn these stones into bread. There's nothing wrong with eating. But there's something wrong with eating if you live to naturally eat as opposed to live to spiritually eat. Some people live off a carnal, natural table. They not daily tripping off eating the word. They want to know what the heck you gonna put on that plate. What restaurant we going to? They'll spend money to sit at a table. I don't care if it's at home, in the backyard, over a grill, at the park. They'll spend money. They'll fill the refrigerator to the bone. They'll spend their last to fill that refrigerator up. Because they're carnal. They're carnal. Folks, pescatarian around this joker. Vegan. You hear me? They, you know what I mean? They don't want iceberg lettuce no more. They want spinach. Some folks want a fat burger still. Some folks want still want some hog head cheese. But folks is living at the natural dinner table. They want to raise, they want to stack their chips, they want their money so they can naturally survive. And the devil came at the Messiah like that. Remember, he was led in the spirit to be tempted of the devil because this life is a test. And the first test that the enemy came to him with was eat. Bon appetit. Live your life, man. You working for the yard and every time for you to eat, ain't it? And he said, look, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah. Now, in Torah, that's Deuteronomy 8:3. Right? He was quoting Torah. And he let them know that no. I don't live from my belly. Some people, Elohim is their belly, and it's evident. Come on, y'all. Look, how we get help is when we're honest. If you can realize, real talk, that this life is a test. If you can really get that in your spirit, real talk is a test. And one of the tests is you naturally are feeding yourself, but you're not spiritually feeding yourself. You ain't got time for that. But you definitely ate breakfast. Plan on eating lunch. Plan on eating dinner. You plan on physically taking care of yourself. What about spiritually? Man does not live. You don't. This creation is in trouble. Man is fallen. All you got to do is look in the mirror if you want to find somebody scandalous.
Right.
Man is fallen. Man is fallen, and there's some people that he's calling out of the darkness into the marvelous light, and his sheep hear his voice. And his voice is the word. The same word that Adam went against in the beginning is back. The return of the word came down 42 generations, being found fashioned as a man to present himself. The word proved himself by living what he said. He walked it like he talked it. living what he said, died on that tree, rose again. Then he came back without the body to baptize himself inside of us, to give us the opportunity to do what we said we wanted to do. We said we wanted to be like him. We said we believe in him. Right. We claim we're his children. Well, here it is. Hallelujah. Scoop back from the dinner table then. Ain't no, you got to eat. Ain't nothing wrong with eating. But how are you spiritually eating? Are you feeding your spirit? Devil wants you to stay at the dinner table. Devil wants you carnal. Devil wants you full of TV, full of jokes and dumb stuff, full of whatever the heck folks is on. Want you full of that. Long as you're not filled with the word, long as you're not meditating the word day and night, so you can be like that tree planted by the rivers of water. He good. Where y'all going to eat? It's Sunday. Y'all going to eat after service. Y'all got reservations? Where you going? How much you going to pay? Folks pay for that. Oh, yes. They broke when it comes to the word. Come on with it. Support ministry, get up out my doggone face. Real talk. You know, for real. Hey, folks, when I start preaching that you should give, folks start chiming out. No, it's true. No, it is true. Folks start to say, I want to preach on it more now. Found you. Yeah. You supposed, look at this. You give it other stuff. They don't mind going to the grocery store. That's right. Get that money. They don't mind going to the restaurant and overpaying for that little scandalous meal. You don't know if that dude, you don't know that nasty man in the kitchen. You don't know. Paying all your doggone money to him and want to look at who preaching truth, eternal life. You want to look at him crazy. Right. Folks respect a natural doctor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist over someone that's preaching eternal life. Right. And the doctor's not risking his life to give you that junk. He's working with the dope dealers. Right. Come on with it. A true man of Yah is risking his doggone life. Talking the stuff I talk. Life in danger. Real talk. I know. Yes. I know too. Real talk. Yes. And folks will go and bless the restaurant. Got overcharged. Tip. You right. Tip. Right. The heck? Oh, it was good. The service. Give $5 in the service, if that, and spend $250 in the restaurant. Right after service. Because when you carnal, you don't care about the things of Yah. You love to quote the scripture. The scriptures say, first seek ye the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness. All this other stuff be added to you. They'll say verbally with their mouth, yeah, that's what I do. You're a liar. You're a liar. See, the heart of it, Jeremiah, let's get Jeremiah involved, right? You're Yahudah, right? But he said that the heart of man is deceitful above all things. It tricked you, your own heart. Your own stinking thinking tricked you to think you down with Yah. When you down with Yah, you down with him. Real talk. And all you got to do is watch a person. You ain't got to say nothing. People lifestyle tell on them. Yeah, spiritual eye will tell on you. Doesn't it? You ain't got to say nothing. Just watch. Only look like you see an ostrich, right? He got the biggest hips and butt out of all the birds. Boy, you talking about some good eating. He got cakes. This cat, boy, if you see an ostrich sagging, boys be stick. Anyway, this joker with all them hips and grips stick his little head and them little lips into a hole in the ground and think you can't see him. Right. Yes. That's true. That's true. Yeah. He got all them hips, but back his behind, sitting up in there, and his head, he stick his head in a little hole. He got a little pea head. His little head is in the hole, and he think he hiding. Yeah. That's what folks that are carnal. We don't talk about it. When the truth comes, it exposes you for what you really are. Now, being exposed is not the bad thing. The problem is when you expose, you don't want to change. That's the problem. Because it ain't no goody two-shoes. Look, All have sinned and come short, right? Ain't nobody nowhere like judging on an evil term, right? We're supposed to cry loud and spare not. We're supposed to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but yet reprove them, correct them. That's a fact, right? Not in the sense of like somebody better than somebody else, because the word will come, get in your business, expose you, and what we're supposed to do is change. The word is supposed, those that belong to him change, and those that don't belong to him get mad. That's why the Pharisees hated the Messiah so much, because he came and exposed them. They were running around here like they were super religious, super spiritual. They were running around here like they were the standard of what is supposed to be with the Most High. And the true word came and exposed them. Those that belong to him said, oh, thank you for telling me. And made the necessary changes. The religious folks said, we got to kill this dude. Yeah. He exposing us. He messing up our game. Oh, it's the truth. It was the Spirit of the Most High that led the Mashiach into the wilderness, especially if you read it out of Yahudah, right? 4, right? 4 and 4. Same story, right? But it literally said that he was led of the Spirit to be tempted of the devil. He was led into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, to be tested, because you got to be proven if you belong to him or not. You got folks that hold grudges, religious. They can't see that you see them. It's easy. It ain't even no mystery. It's not a mystery. It's a mystery to those that are in darkness because they stumble. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to reach out. They don't know how to love. They don't know nothing about that because they've been blinded. You're going to be tested. Here it comes. You got belly folks living for the pleasure of life. He said, man does not live by bread only, didn't he? Right. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of my mouth of Yah. Let's keep reading, y'all. Look. And the devil taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whosoever I will give it. If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine. Well, the earth is Yah's, the world, the fullness thereof, and they that dwell thereat, right? He didn't know who the heck he was talking to. Dude, you got the game twisted, right? You're going to offer me some stuff, right? But I will say that the devil is the prince of the air, and he do have a kingdom. Like Vegas, lights, camera, action. And he's coming for your soul. Right? He's making deals. You got the Most High is like the standard. So he's going through these things, right? Being underestimated clearly by the devil, right? But these are the things that he also offered to us. There is a way of surviving in this life that's not moral. It's evil and it's wicked, but there is a price tag associated with it. When you belong to the Most High, you know how to say, no, I'm not going to be affiliated with that. I'm not down with that. Some folks ignore the wickedness of their occupation. Some people ignore the wickedness of their occupation to get paid. But when you belong to the Most High, you look at that and say, no, I don't want that money. Yes. I can't be affiliated with that. It's evil. You're not gonna suck me in. Man does not live by bread alone. I want to live for real, and I want to live harmoniously with the Most High. Yeah. You're not going to get me supporting evil to live in this wicked place. Almost everything you do could be closely associated with too much wickedness. And if the Most High revealed that to you, you got to be the type of person, you ain't a sellout. You ain't going to sell him out to eat. Come on, I got a family. And if you put your family over him, he say, you're not worthy to be my disciple. You can't follow me. You can't because you're going to sell me out to make a living. You got to find something that's y'all need to do. Y'all feed you. He sure will. Y'all take care of you. He took him up and showed him Hollywood. Showed him Hollywood. Showed him that all he got to do is put on the thong. Yeah, want him to put on the dress. The side and a little skirt.
Right.
It's the truth anyhow. Folks ignore the wickedness of their day-to-day operations to get paid. And he offered that same stuff to him, the glitter, the glamour. I said, man, get up out. What did he say to him? He don't cuss. He don't cuss. So I know he didn't cuss him out. I know he didn't. This is what he said to him. He said, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yah thy Elohim, and him only shalt thou serve. I'm not bowing down to you for nothing. I'm not bowing down to you for nothing. No, keep your money, get out of my face. Keep your fame. No, I don't want to be on TV that doggone bad. Folks selling him out for some doggone Facebook likes. Some hits. Want to go viral. Everybody want to spiral and go viral. To the point that they'll sell their soul. You got folks selling their soul to go viral. Are you kidding? For some likes? Are you that lonely? Worship me. Do it my way. No. Your soul, what would it profit a man? Real talk. What would it profit you to gain this world and lose your soul? I was looking at a beautiful house. They were selling some stuff around the corner from my house. And I went in, and I wish I had the tools because I was going to buy some stuff out that backyard and put it in my house. But you talking about that joker was laid out. They had an indoor swimming pool in their backyard. Oh. Not only a swimming pool, but it was an indoor swimming pool. That's what I'm talking about, right? It was an indoor swimming pool. I mean, that house was laid out. Well, then they owned a really big house next door. So they had that whole little court on lock. They dead now.
Oh. The people are dead?
That's why the stuff was for sale. They're dead, and the property, one property I think they just sold like about a couple of weeks ago. And then the other one is still just sitting there. The one that I went into is just sitting there, right?
Both of the people?
Yeah, the husband and the wife. They live boss style. You can live boss style here, but you gotta leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my only point.
Yes. That's the whole point.
Do you?
That was their paradise.
I seen a post on Facebook with this older white man, and he was with a melanated sister, real pretty. She looked like she was about like 23 years old, real pretty too. And he had a white girl with him. She looked about 23 as well, and he was in the middle. And in the caption it said that he had slept with 6,000 women. Ooh. And said he died having sex with a 23-year-old. And so people. I didn't read it.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm thinking you stroke, a heart attack, or both.
Right. You didn't know what to do.
Toes curled up like feet look like a fist, and he gone.
Right.
But the fact is, all the bones in his feet was broke. It looked like no. But the fact of the matter is, he was dead.
He wasn't doing nothing else.
Yeah, that was it. He blasted off and left here.
He sure did.
Now what? What? No, was that what? Now what? Folks live, ignore the Most High. Do you? You ain't getting away with it.
Right.
The earth is snitching.
Yeah. For real though.
The earth is said, oh, it's a problem.
Yes.
Something ain't right.
For real though.
The earth, the creation, is moaning and groaning. Snitching that something ain't right.
It ain't.
Folks still building. You say you build, I'm going to tear it down. Most High said that. Oh, go on and build. They said, oh, we're going to build. He said, then I'm going to tear it down. He argued with him in Malachi. They're arrogant and they're going against the Most High. They're wicked and scandalous. They're rapists. They're liars.
That's the truth.
And they say, we're going to build anyway. There's a people that he hate.
Right.
And he said it. Folks ain't taught that.
No, they ain't.
He said, Esau, I love Jacob. He said, Jacob, I love. Esau, I hate.
That's the word.
Now, I ain't going to get too deep into that. But at the end of the day, there's some people that's running the place that he hate.
Right.
And they hate him.
There it is. Hey. Oh.
And they hate him. And they hate his people.
Right. Teach, man. Teach.
And his word is going out to call his children out of the darkness into the marvelous light, because the earth is snitching.
Yes.
And it's showing the fingerprints of the Most High tearing down what they built.
Yes.
He's sicking the weather on them too.
Yeah.
They want to call it global warming.
Yes.
No, the anger of Yah is warming up. That's the global warming.
Fire.
Woo. That's just the truth.
You better teach.
And folks is trying to find comfort. Folks is trying to she got it. Folks is trying to find comfort on the Titanic.
Right.
Folks, it's time to panic, but they're trying to find comfort on the Titanic.
Right.
And the Most High is exposing it, and he's letting the word tell. Now look, you got to get this, y'all. We're back here. Come on, y'all. Stay with me.
Teach.
Keep Jimmy Hugh.
It's a test, y'all.
Yes.
You gotta, don't you ever forget, it's a test. Don't forget it. Do not get sidetracked. Don't get blinded. You got to be responsible for your own soul. He says, save yourself from this untoward generation. And look, whatever happened today, you're going to be tempted to obey Yah or disobey him.
Yes.
One or the other. You have to choose. You have to be honest. You have to know that man don't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah. Then you have to remember that you can only serve Yah. Nobody else. Nothing else. You can't serve nothing to nobody else. Quit lying to yourself when you obey your spouse over Yah. Why? Sin is deceitful.
That's right. That's true.
Folks care more about their natural family than the Most High, and somehow you got to make the adjustment. And you can't make the adjustment unless you're honest with yourself. If you can't see that you sold him out, how in the world you going to change?
You can't.
Say if we get past false doctrine, we got some hurdles to climb, y'all, to jump. Say if you get past false doctrine and believing that once saved, always saved. Believing this crap that they teach it in church, right? Not all of them, but a whole lot, come on, been Catholicized. It's the truth anyhow.
Tell it.
I'm not going to say all of them, but it ain't looking too good with the lies and the sickness in the doctrine that they teaching. So when real truth come, it sounds foreign to folks. All the way down to, okay, we don't talk about it then. But eschatology, it's super important, but it's not essential to salvation. No eschatology.
Hallelujah.
At the end of the day, the real thing is, it started with the faith of Abraham, meaning he obeyed the Most High. That's what it was really about. Then carnal commandments came based on the carnality of the children that was supposed to be obeying him.
Yeah.
So all the things associated with that were shadows and types to lead you to a relationship with the Most High, which is spiritual. Taking us back full circle to the relationship that Abraham had. Yeah. Wasn't no 10 commandments around then.
Right.
His commandments is whatever he say. And he had commandments before the 10 commandments came.
Yes.
He had commandments when he was dealing with Abraham.
Yes.
And it wasn't the ones written on stone. It's all the commandments is based on relationship. The type of person is led by his voice, led by what he say, obey what he say. Scoop the 10 commandments on stone out of the way, and you have a true relationship. You ain't going to commit adultery. You ain't going to commit fornication. You ain't going to be getting high. You ain't going to be getting drunk. You ain't going to sell him out for fame.
You better teach.
To polish your name. It ain't going to happen like that. Come on, somebody.
Come on with it.
Come on, somebody.
Come on with it.
He showed him all that. He said, what did he say? He said, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahudah Elohim, and him only shalt thou serve.
That's it.
Only.
Only.
Can't bow down to nobody. Blessed is the man that walketh not under the influence, under the counsel of the ungodly. I ain't listening to what you talking about.
Right.
Folks come with all this religious stuff. And it's sickening. When we need to be down with self-examination, you got to study for the test. And you know that in school, didn't you?
That's a more.
You got to study for the test.
That's what. Oh,
And you got to study now. You got to study to show thyself approved on the yacht. A workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You got to study this thing. Is you listening?
right.
Don't let the mouth get y'all.
It's not.
You got to be listening. You got to stay focused so you don't go for the hocus pocus. Come on,
Come
somebody.
on with it.
That ain't no little devil flame, you know, so you got
Come on, somebody. It ain't nothing but a moth, y'all.
Kill it.
Come on, y'all. We gotta. It's a test. Look at what's offered to you, and look if the Most High would approve or not. If He approve, cool. If He disapprove, acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He gonna direct your path.
Promise.
That's right.
Don't fall into the trap. Right? The devil took him to. He went from his belly to fame. He went from the dinner table to the glamour.
Right.
And he still said no. No, he said, just serve me. Yeah, would you serve me? He said no. It's a test. How many of us didn't go for the dinner table, but we went for the fame? We went for Facebook likes. We want people to like us, to accept us. We want to make everybody laugh. At the expense of some folks will sell their souls to make people laugh. You serious? That was easy. Crazy as heck. Come on, somebody.
That's true.
Hallelujah.
Let's read some more.
That's what's up.
And he brought him to Jerusalem, and set him on the pinnacle of the temple, and said on him, if thou be the son of Yah, cast thyself down from hence. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee and keep thee, and in their hand they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone.
Yeah.
He wanted the Messiah to test the Most High, to prove his love to him. Because in Psalms, it said that if he did fall off a cliff or whatever, that Yah would dispatch some angels and bear him up, at least he dashes foot against a stone. That was true. But the devil has a way of using the truth in the wrong way. It's the truth anyhow. That's what he do. That's the core of all these false doctrines and the positions. A position of making the death, burial, and resurrection one-sided and put it on the Messiah. When the truth of the matter, we're baptized into the death, burial, and resurrection as well. They don't teach that part.
Right.
They put all of the responsibility on who they call Jesus.
Right.
And then we get to go to heaven pumping, lying, cussing, and acting a fool. We get to pump our way smooth into heaven. I guess old boy busted his last one and went straight to heaven after having sex with 6,000 women because one day he confessed Jesus was Lord. Is that what happened?
Wow.
But that's the type of crap that's preached.
Help y'all.
When we're supposed to be baptized into his death. And like as he was raised up by the power of the Father, even so we should walk in the newness of life. If any man be in him, he's a new creation. Old things have passed away. Our old life has passed away. Behold, all things become new. And that's the truth.
You better teach.
So he took him, and what did he do? He took him, and oh yeah, he took him and wanted him to jump off. Playing with Yah. I seen some on TV to where some cats was in a pit of snakes.
Right. Or they brought it in the sanctuary too. Snakes in the house.
Yeah, that type stuff. Tempting Yah. If it just so happens, you don't go eat poison food talking about he gonna deliver me.
Right.
If you just so happen to eat some, he got you.
Exactly.
Because his children run around and eat a bunch of crap every day.
Yes.
We eating sandwiches and it ain't even bread.
No. Okay.
Oh, this is the truth. Eating watermelons and they ain't got no seeds.
Yes.
Grapes, no
When we was coming up, grapes had seeds.
Right.
That's right.
Now they don't.
Right.
They making food in a lab now.
Yes.
And you're eating deadly stuff all the time. You got folk. We just came from Starbucks. Hey, I heard some weird stuff about everything jumping off now. It's the truth.
Another period.
You didn't have to label no food organic. It was supposed to be organic. What the heck that mean?
Right.
I got to pay extra to get some real food, and then that ain't even real no more.
You had to pray on it.
So if you're trying to eat healthy, but the devil and his kids is in the kitchen,
Well,
at least you're trying to obey the Most High. He'll protect you. But if you an idiot and you go out and eat some crap on purpose, tempting Yah, then you got a problem coming. And that's what he was trying to get the Messiah to do. Jump off the cliff. He got you. Say, Joker, I'm not jumping off nothing.
right.
If you slip up behind me and push me off, then he gonna catch me.
Right.
But I ain't gonna jump off playing with him. Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Y'all's not a toy, not a game. I'm finna go to the strip club and watch me. I ain't gonna spend not $1. Yo, you want to tempt Yah? The word says, can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? You gonna intentionally put fire in your bosom and expect your suit coat gonna go to, you gonna look like a sparkler on the 4th of July. I'm gonna get in the bed with her and we gonna read Psalms together. You joker. You you joker, you. I love Yah. I ain't gonna touch it.
Testing the water.
I love you. I ain't gonna test it.
I ain't gonna touch it. Why? I love Yah too much. Girl, you done blew it. Look what he said. He said, thou shalt not tempt Yah thy Elohim.
Yeah.
His response, he keep coming back with the word. And we got to start learning the word, y'all. Yeah. We got to learn how to study the short stuff of proof so we can put the word on it. So when our stinking thinking, look, ain't nobody got to be around, y'all. When our stinking thinking gets to ministering to us and telling us what to do, we should know the word enough to know, no, that goes against Yah. But you got folks that at the natural dinner table. They're not at the spiritual table. They're at the natural dinner table. So when they get tested, they don't know how to respond because they don't read. They don't have a study life. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah. But they're not at the table. Oh, taste and see, he's good. You got to sit at the table.
Come on with it.
You got to sit at his table in order for him to feed you spiritually. He's the true bread that came down from heaven.
Yes.
So your fathers ate manna and are dead, the ones in the wilderness.
Right.
You eat of this bread, you ain't gonna die.
That's right.
We got to study to show ourselves approved. Since he fasted and prayed 40 days and 40 nights, spent some time with the Most High, he knew the word enough to know how to respond to the devil when the devil was coming to him, trying to get him to eat, trying to get him to tempt Yah, trying to offer him a bunch of glamour. He didn't go for none of it.
None of it.
He was ready for the test. How many of y'all ready for the test? How many of y'all too horny to pass the test?
Help y'all.
How many of y'all got cologne and perfume and stuff? You smell too good. You little noob. You want you little thing, you. You little thing. Player from the Himalaya. Yeah. They got too much to offer.
Oh, Yahudah.
How many of y'all? How many of y'all? Or how many of y'all tired of this place? Hey, this place is a cold place to be. I'm going to tell you. Hey, when my daddy was leaving here, I said, man, you gave your life to the Most High. You good. You might, some stuff that jump down here you might not want to see. You made amends. Hey, man, feel free to go home.
Yes.
Look, I personally plan to run my lane, finish my race, get the heck up out of here. Real talk.
That's good.
Yeah, I had my little turn with the foolishness. And it ain't worth your soul. And everybody gonna be tempted. But this scripture is proving the source of the temptation. In other words, the Most High sent his son to whoop the devil behind spiritually.
That's what he did.
Because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. That was a spiritual warfare. He just like he allowed the devil to go see about Job. He don't mind allowing his children to shine, because every last one of us is going to be tempted. Unfortunately, and this is the truth. Look, in a small room, wide is the road that leads to destruction, and many there be that go in there in a small room. But straight and narrow is a path to lead to life if you to be defined it, because everyone is not willing to live this life. It's the truth. They're not. They're just not. They're not willing to do what it takes, or they're not willing to stop doing what it takes.
Right.
Folks is going to do them. They'll listen to the word, and then they're going to go back and finish sinning. And it's one of the saddest processes in the world to watch. And those that live right, you got to grit your doggone teeth.
Yeah.
Make you want to.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
You got to grit your teeth to live this life. Ain't no, look, none of us is floating around here with angel wings, for the lack of a better term. You get to the point that you're not tested.
Right.
Every last one of us is being tempted and tested.
Yeah.
100%. Really, everybody. Folks look good. Folks is sexy. Folks is handsome. Folks want money. Folks want to live. Folks don't want to be bothered with folks sometimes. Folks don't. Please. It's all a test. Every day. Those that are married, dealing with your spouse, test. Folks get on your nerve, disrespect you. I want to show you this little combination I've been working on. I think it'll fit you about right now. Yep. This is what I've been practicing for. Come here, you joker.
Yeah, come on over here.
Everybody gets tested.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody gonna get to the point you study now you floating around here. No, you're gonna have to tell yourself no. Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
Yeah.
A lot of things I want to say, a lot of things I want to do, a lot of places I want to go, whole lot of stuff I want to drink. Hand me a cup now. But he told me no. Cup empty. I ain't pouring nothing in it but water. You hear me? And it ain't that I don't want the other stuff, because I do. I'm telling you now. Y'all hear that, Facebook? I want something else in my cup. Did you hear that?
Deny yourself.
But the answer's no. I'd be drinking now. And I am not kidding. I promise you I would. I drank it and then start cussing.
Hallelujah.
But he said no. Because blessed is the man that endureth temptation. You gonna get tempted with your belly. Don't you just want to just go find a nice meal and just kick it? How many of y'all want to sit up and study? I'd rather go to the restaurant. I'd rather give my money towards pleasing me. What I look like taking my money and supporting ministry. To that joker to go get his own doggone money. I ain't supporting no man. You don't say that to the doctor, the dentist, that player.
That's right.
That player. You don't say that to him. You feel me? That little damsel, that little cute. You don't say that to her. That's why you broke now. You just say that to Yah. And then you want to say you put him first. Then you want to talk about how much you love him. You'll test him. You'll put yourself in situations you shouldn't be in. Talking about he going to keep you. How he keeps you is he told you don't be in that situation.
Yeah.
Now you expect him to rescue you after you put yourself in that situation. Cole, Rita B and I was talking about that. We got some folks that we shouldn't even be messing with. The word say don't mess with them. But because we love certain folks, we get around them, then we end up getting cussed out, disrespected, shot at.
For real though.
Oh yeah. There's folks like me, like I'm lightweight a loner. I got friends that I love, but I run with them because they ain't on what I'm talking about. Real talk. I love them too. It'd be heartbreaking. Sometimes they cuss me out and diss me because the relationship ain't what it used to be. Because how can two walk together except they be agreed? I miss them too. If I can do anything for them, I would, but I can't run with you. What you talking about, I'm not on that. And you know it. What I'm supposed to do? The word told me to come out from among them, be separate. It's the truth anyhow. And the carnal mind receive not the things. Am I talking too much, y'all?
No.
And the carnal mind, and the carnal mind receive not the things of the Spirit of Yah. They're fools. If I say I can't run with you, they'll get offended. Like, what you trying to say? I don't belong to Yah. You act like you don't. And I can't keep telling you that.
Right.
I'm not going to hurt your feelings every time I see you. I'm just going to stay away from you.
Man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than nobody.
Oh.
Same stuff that you tempted to do, I'm tempted to do. You just doing it, and I ain't.
That's it.
I got enough sense to tell myself no.
Yes, yes.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right.
They like I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I ain't dead yet,
Hallelujah.
but I'm dead.
Yes. Ain't dead yet, but yeah, I'm dead.
But I'm dead.
Yes, sir.
Mortifying the deeds of the
Flow with
flesh.
it.
Gotta fight.
Fight the good fight of faith.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, y'all. We preaching now.
Hallelujah. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Look what the 13th verse say. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't finished. He had to back off because he had nothing coming.
Uh-huh.
He backed off for a season.
He put the word on.
Observing it.
You better speak.
Looking for a weakness. Some of he watch us, we get a little lonely. He said, okay, now I'm going to get him.
Right.
I'm going to have them up in the bed in about 5 minutes. Then they mess around, got lonely. They complaining about their money. I get them. Yeah. You gonna end up, yeah. Give me a second. I'm going to get you.
Help your people.
And the only way we can defeat that, because greater is he that's in us than he's in the world, we got to learn to yield to him. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. You got to be willing to endure. In order for you to get this level, what we talking about right now, you got to get that Catholicism out your head, Fred.
Right.
Real talk. Because that religious crap is ministering to you while I'm talking. Want to accuse me of being wrong. Because you like it. No, you know how the word say people be looking for, they got itching ears, looking for certain type of preachers.
Yes.
They want to name and claim some stuff, and they still want to get spanked and say, I'm only human. And ain't nobody perfect. You must be on your way to the motel. But those that endure temptation, if any man come after me, this is what he said. We got to go what he said.
Right.
If any man come after, let him deny himself.
There it is.
Don't you forget, it was the Most High that led him into the desert to be tempted. And don't you forget, he put the word on him.
Yeah.
He didn't go for nothing he was talking about. And we can't either. We're his disciples. We're following the word. Come on, somebody. We're following the word. Everybody need to roll up their spiritual sleeves and do what the heck they're supposed to do. Some of y'all need to stop coming up missing. If it's the truth anyhow. You in and out.
Yeah.
You need to go back to your first love. You need to start obeying the Most High. You're not an alien because you're tempted. You just got to make up in your mind that when you're tempted, you still going to obey the Most High. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. You got to make up your mind. Who has made up their mind they're going to obey Yah?
Yeah.
We got a lot of people to be contemplating to obey him. And sometimes you don't have no examples in your immediate circle. Well, then you're in the wrong circle.
Right.
Who you look up to is killing you. When you should be looking up to the word, or anybody that's called out of the darkness into the marvelous light, that's living the life, that's who you should be following after. Pattern yourself after. Come on, somebody. Come on, y'all. You seen he was tempted. It's a test. So that handsome brother is a test. Being unequally yoked together with unbelievers is a test. That liquor, that sack of dope, is a test. That racist person, that racist person that can't stand you for no reason, it's a test.
It's a test.
How you gonna respond? Don't get caught up into that. Obey the Most High.
Hallelujah.
Is that all right?
It is all right.
Let's give him a praise. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. led of the Spirit to be tempted.
Yeah.
Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity coming before you. Hunters, we know how. Asking you to continue to show up, show out, and strengthen us in this time of temptation. We're choosing you over ourselves. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he's tested, he's tried, he shall receive a crown of life, which you have promised to them that love you. And you said, if you love me, keep my commandments, do what I say. We'll obey. Lead and guide us, and we'll follow. Present us blameless for your presence. We be careful to give you the praise and honor, not only now, but forevermore. In the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we humbly pray. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Look, y'all heard the word. We pray that the word blessed you. If you were blessed by the lesson, push share. I'm pretty sure the message will bless somebody else. And if you're being blessed by the ministry, tell your friends to come on in. Let truth reign supreme, not only in your life, but in the life of your family and your loved ones. If you're a part of this ministry and the ministry is blessing you, please support the ministry by giving. All you got to do is go to PayPal, put in DerrickMann5857 at yahoo.com. That's DerrickMann 5857 at yahoo.com. Or you can give through Facebook, those of you that know how. You just go for it. We're on the line right now. If you guys want to fellowship with us for a little bit, maybe give commentary on the word, all you'll do is put in 302-202-1102 extension 815648. Again, 302-202-1102 extension 815648. Thanks for hanging out. Continue to pray for me as I pray for you. And remember, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Grit your teeth and stay away from the devil.
Yes.
Y'all be good. From Dr. Shalom.